Happy fucking Friday Eve. I have never been as thankful as I am today for it to be Thursday and for me to not have to work tomorrow. Thank you for the Kit Kat. I have had a day. I'm not going to say it's the worst day because I'm sure there have been days that have been worse. But it has been most definitely a fucking day. My anxiety has been, I don't even know how to explain it, on overdrive since like the moment I opened up my eyes. So first of all, and I'm probably going to say this about 85 times on the stream today because like I said, I am extremely anxious today. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes I get a little manic with my talking when I get a little a little anxious. Please expect some stuttering. I apologize for that in advance. Please expect me getting stuck on words. I apologize in advance again as well for that. I cannot control it. I shall do my best. But it is what it is. Streaming actually calms me down a lot. Because I hyper focus on things and it really helps me kind of ground myself and bring me back to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I'm very excited to be streaming today. We did not stream yesterday because I had a medical thing done yesterday and I slept all fucking day. I think I was awake for like 4 hours out of the whole day. Yeah, I actually even woke up a couple of times and thought I was going to do something and ended up not doing it because I fell back asleep immediately. So I got loads and loads of sleep, but apparently not enough because I woke up 2 hours late for work this morning. Hello, Quiggin. Happy Friday Eve. But luckily, my boss found it in her heart to give us tomorrow off. So I don't have to work tomorrow. Thank sweet baby fucking Jesus. So yeah, so that was my day. I basically stayed in panic mode literally all day because I had to hurry the fuck up, get to work. I actually ended up working from home the first 2 hours because I told my boss, I'm like, I'm just going to take my lunch break and drive in because otherwise, like, that's just going to be like another 40 minutes that that I'm not working. So, but we made it. Everything's fine. Nobody's angry. You know, whatever. It is what it is. You know, shit happens. So, I think she also realizes that she's kind of like literally overworking me. Like, she's literally working me almost to death. Like, for real. And yay, I caught the Pokemon. Nice. It was a cute looking one. But I think she realizes that she's doing that and she's, you know, settling the fuck down and kind of letting me exist and do what I need to do. So again, I'm in a pretty awesome spot because I am the only person doing several things and I'm the only person that knows how to do several of those things, and you best believe that I'm not going to be sharing any knowledge on my way, you know, if they make me leave in a way that I don't want to leave. If I'm leaving on my own terms, hell yeah, I'll write up some training modules and all that shit, but you try to like term me or some shit, nah, good luck. So the plan is, originally I was going to play Have a Nice Death, but it may still be on the schedule, but I'm not going to do any Have a Nice Death on stream. I'm not particularly liking that game for stream. I am liking it like in my personal time, but not so much for stream. So that's not going to be happening. But thankfully, we still have like some, I don't know how much because I don't know how long the patch is going to take me to get through, but we still have 6.1 stuff to go ahead and get through. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then tomorrow, it's probably, oops, I just slapped the mic. I'm so sorry if you all heard that. So sorry. But tomorrow is either going to be Mass Effect or Pokemon. It's going to depend on how much time I have after stream today, and how much time I have tomorrow to power level my Pokemon, because they're not powerful enough for the stuff that I need to do right now. And I think it would just be a shit stream if I'm just power leveling. I don't know. We'll see. Excitingly, tomorrow, like I said, I have the day off. So, after I pick up my car in the morning, because my car is getting inspected, because in the U.S. we have this, well, not everywhere in the U.S., but in my particular state, we have to get our cars inspected every year to make sure that they are quote-unquote safe for driving, which I think is the dumbest fucking thing ever in the world, especially if your car is within the first 6-7 years of purchase, meaning like you bought it brand new within 6 or 7 years. I think that should be like a thing that you don't have to do until your car is at least let's call it 6 years old. So like the first 5 years. Actually, while you're paying on it, I think it should be a thing that, you know, so if you take a 6-year loan, you're excused from getting those inspections done until your car is paid, because it's stupid. Like, it's so stupid. Like, when I bought my car, when I first bought it, I bought it in May. And part of my deal that I made was because the sticker on my car, the inspection sticker, said it was due in, like, July or something like that. So, like, I was going to have it for 2 months and have to go get it inspected. But I told the dealer, like, I need you guys to inspect it right now, because they did inspections there on site. So I want you guys to inspect it now and give me the sticker for the year, or I'm going to walk away from this purchase. And they did it, and they didn't charge me for it. And they also threw in free inspections for the next, I think I had it for 4 more years after that, where I got my state and emissions inspections done for free, as long as I took it to the dealership. But that time has since passed, and it is no longer free. It is now pay. And Fire does not like paying for shit that she thinks is stupid. So, but it is what it is. But my car did pass inspection. That's all that matters. And tomorrow I'm going to pick it up. Anyway, so tomorrow after I pick it up, we're going, the fam, me, the child, the offspring, and my part of my spawn point, I guess is the best way to, my dad, my Faja. We are heading to, I don't want to say the name of the town or any of that shit, but like to an area that has a high Polish concentration. And there is like several grocery stores that import food directly from Poland. So I am very much excited. There's also like restaurants. There's also like a little, I don't know how to describe it. Like we kind of, it's kind of like a little Poland, I guess is the best way to word it. Not nearly as cool as the one in Chicago, because the one in Chicago is fucking amazing. But there is like a little Polish district out there too. And when I lived in Illinois, I definitely visited a time or two. But anyway, on my side of the world, we have a smaller version of that. It's just a really good time and really, really fucking epic. Like, what we usually do when we go, and we try to go like once every 3-4 months, but since the pandemic hit, the last time that we went was Christmas time. So now we're going, because Easter's right around the corner, right? Excuse me. And Polish people, like it's being Roman Catholic is like, most Polish people are Roman Catholic, you know what I mean? So they celebrate Easter, you know, Lent and all that other stuff. But for us, we definitely celebrate Easter, and as such, we're going to go get our traditional stuff that we're supposed to eat. So I'm a little sad because tomorrow, I guess I'm not supposed to eat meat. I'm going to be honest. I haven't really kept up with the traditions. Once my mom passed, like, there really wasn't anybody to scold me. But Offspring wants to kind of learn about her Polish side, and so we're going to actually like observe all of the traditions and customs that we're supposed to for Easter. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun. But I'm just super excited because I'm literally like gonna be practically bathing in pierogi tomorrow. So like I can't fucking wait. I literally can't fucking wait. I actually even called ahead and ordered pierogi and stuff. Have you done the Easter event? What Easter event? There's an Easter event? Funny story, in Final Fantasy XI, there was an Easter event where you had to stand at an NPC, and every 3 hours it would give you an egg that had a letter on it. I think it was every 3 hours. It was every 3 hours or every hour. I can't remember. But people would like stand at that NPC and get all the eggs and then sell the eggs. You had to spell out certain words to get different prizes and shit. And there were people like, so you could create like a market out of your inventory in Final Fantasy XI, and people would stand on that NPC all day, every day, the entire time the event was going on, and just get their free egg or whatever, and then sell the vowels, because like the vowels were the ones that were really, really tough. Like O's were like the, isn't it always the worst to get? But O's were like really, really tough to get in terms of letters. And or the chance was like really, really low, and they'd be selling that shit for like fucking 100, 300k or whatever it was. They're in Gridania, you know that, right? No, I didn't know that. I did not even know there was an Easter event. I thought there were just the events that were going on before the patch, and then patch. I didn't realize that there was additional events happening. But you best believe I'm gonna tiptoe over there later and get that shit done. So I am very excited for that. So you guys want to hear about how I almost got scammed before I start playing? By Miketto Amphitheater. By the way, are you streaming? You're not, right? Buck. Oh god, I gotta send him a tell. Answering you in the stream this whole time. Oh goodness. Anywho, so you guys want to hear about how I got scammed or almost got scammed today? It was pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. So I'm sorry, Buck. You're just gonna have to hear my apology in the VOD. Got home, had myself like a little dinner because Chitlin's not home. Chitlin had the day off from school. Chitlin ran off to her friend's house. What time is it? Somebody's got to pick her up at 7. I'm pretty sure that my Faja's got it. Okay, cool. Twitch strikes again. Did it? Did it? Twitch has been making some changes though, truth be told. Like one of the things that they're doing is when you're in your Twitch panel, like when you're in your dashboard, I'll tell you exactly what it's called, but like there's this part of the dashboard where it shows you your lifetime viewers or whatever. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is, what it's called. Oh, it's gone already, never mind. It used to be there where you could see how many people over time ever were viewers to your channel, right? They took that away, so you can't see that shit anymore. Now it just has your live viewer count there instead, which I'm gonna close that because that shit makes me panic. Have you seen the new PvP? Samurai is on steroids. I have not seen the new PvP. I only played the other day on stream, and then today I'm playing on stream again, obviously. So but I haven't seen any of the PvP. I haven't seen anything other than what I saw in videos, that like live letters and stuff like that. Somebody sent me a screenshot of something, I think the crystal or something like that, and that's all I saw. I don't know anything else about it. Jibs! Happy Friday Eve. So let me tell you guys how I almost got scammed. Literally, like less than an hour ago. So, knock on the door, right? I didn't pay attention to it because I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking answer my door unless I know I'm expecting somebody, or unless my child's walking home from school. I don't open the door. People don't come to my house unannounced. People know that, like my friends, people I associate with, they know that if they're coming, they need to let me know, because if they come unannounced, I'm going to shoo them away. Number one, because I'm not prepared for you. And number two, I don't answer my door unless I know somebody's, like, I'm expecting somebody, right? So, like, you know, I'm expecting an Amazon package. Somebody knocks, I'm going to open the fucking door. Which Amazon, let's be honest, they don't ever fucking knock. Same thing with UPS and same thing with FedEx. They say they do, but they fucking don't. But so there's a knock on the door. So I, of course, fucking ignored it. Did my dad? Nope. So my dad opened the door. I'm like, well, you could deal with whatever hot mess you've got now. And I kind of had a feeling that it was like a solicitor of some sort. Like some sort of a, you know, like save money on your electric bill, or save money on your gas bill, or whatever. We get a lot of those. We also get a lot of, I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but like fucking Bible thumpers that are trying to convert. And it's not just like converting to Christianity or Catholic or whatever. It's literally like, name a religion, and I swear to God I've had them at my door. Although I don't think I've had, I think honestly, like the only one that I could think of the top of my head, I have not had anybody of like the Buddhist or Islamic religions at the door. So, but like Christian, Catholic, Lutheran, I'm trying to think what else, Presbyterian, literally all of them come to the door. We also get a lot of like people selling shit, like kind of like the old school, like they would sell vacuum cleaners. Yes, lots of Jehovah Witnesses, although they don't come to my house anymore because I try to be nice. I shouldn't say I try to be nice. I am very, 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 very fucking nice. I will say that I will politely decline whatever, I'll thank you for your time. I will thank you so much, whatever. But if you fucking put your hand on my door to try and prevent me from closing it, or put your foot in my door to prevent me from closing it, or touch me, now I'm not being nice. Now I'm gonna be a fucking dick. I had one particular altercation with people claiming to be Jehovah Witnesses. I don't know if they actually were or were not, or if it was like a scam, or if it was just, somebody just trying to be a douche. But all I can say is since then, I haven't had anybody of that particular religion come to my door. But then again, it was pre-pandemic, and now we're, still quote pandemic. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm super, super nice. I'm not going to just slam the door in your face. I will tell somebody like, hey, you know what? I'm not really interested in whatever. Or, hey, you know what? I'm very happy with where I'm at. Like, I'm really happy being a Christian, Catholic, whatever I feel like saying at the time. And then, and that's that. And then, I'm going to go ahead and just let you be on your way, because I'm promising you're not going to get anywhere with me. And but thank you. Thank you for thinking of us. I had a group come to my house once, and I heard them out, but was like, nah, I'm good. Then they came back like a week later, and my mom answered the door, and they were like, we want to talk to your son. And my mom was like, hell you are. And closed the door in the face and being like, he ain't converting. Yup. You give them, so my mom would always say, if you give them an inch, they'll take the whole fucking hand. Like if you give them a fingertip, they'll take your whole fucking hand. That's in Polish, it sounds better. In English, it doesn't translate quite as well. So I guess the quote translation would be, if you give a mouse a cookie, he'll want a glass of milk. I think that's the closest way to ever to translate that, even though there's no mouse, no cookie, and no milk in my version. Anyway, so my dad answered the door like a dumbass, and he yells for me. So, You give them an inch and they take a foot. Oh yes, that is it. That is an English one, right? Right. Okay. So, in Polish, it's you give them an inch, but you don't say the inch. You say centimeter, and they'll take your whole hand. Like, that is the literal verbatim translation. Is if you give them an inch, they'll take your whole hand, which is really funny on its own. Anyway, so Dad yells for me, and he's like, "Hey, this lady is talking about something about, you know, poisonous air or something, whatever he ended up saying." But it was, so the pitch was about making sure that the house is green, like in terms of like the gas that we're consuming, or the house is consuming, you know what I mean, that it's clean gas and stuff and all that shit. And that eventually, it took her a while to get there to tell me that part. But anyway, I'm like, Dad, is she selling shit? Because if she's selling shit, like, I'm in no fucking mood, right? Remember, I've been on a high anxiety roll all day since the moment I woke up. Like, I've been literally anxious from the moment I woke up to, like, still anxious now, although I'm starting to feel a lot better. And like, I'm telling you, like, my blood pressure has been like through the roof all day because I just can't, because I'm still like haven't fully calmed down from just everything. The event gives you a bunny minion. I am super interested in the event all of a sudden. But anywho, so and he goes, "Well, I don't know." And then he switches to Polish, and I'm like, "Oh boy." And then he switches to Polish, and he's like, I have no idea what the fuck she's saying, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll talk to her. I'm like, step aside. The Easter event. Yes, there is an Easter event happening in Final Fantasy. It's in Gridania by the Mikado Amphitheater. That's usually where all the events are anyway. But there should be a Questy Poo there to start the chain for the Easter event. Buckeye says that there is a bunny minion that you get from it, which I, of course, am going to do. Excuse me. Anyway, so I start talking to this lady, right? This lady. And so I'm already skeptical. Oops, hit the mic. I'm already skeptical as fuck, right? And I'm like, I'm sorry, if you're selling anything, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop you right there. I'm not interested in purchasing anything. I'm not interested in like getting locked in on some special price that's not through my gas company. I'm not interested in like solar panels. I'm not interested in anything, right? Like unless, you know, there's something legitimate or you're from my gas company or my electric company, I'm not interested. So she started spinning me this story, right? First of all, I'm going to tell you this. That woman is an excellent saleswoman. She is gonna fucking go places. I am sure she nabbed multiple people on my block with her little spiel because she's fucking good. She almost got me. And almost got me in terms of like, I actually showed her my electric bill. Like, if anybody ever asks me to see my electric bill or my gas bill, I know it's a sale. I know they're trying to switch me into some special program or whatever that I'm not fucking interested in. And they're gonna, because I promise you, for a couple of months I might get a better deal, but in the long run I'm not getting a better deal. Like, my house does not consume enough gas during the summer for it to pan out for me. It just doesn't. Anywho, so she starts spinning off this whole tale about the air that we breathe, and she wants to make sure, like, it's a government program that, like, it's legitimately they have to go house to house, and all this fucking shit about how, like, this is all something legit, that she just needs a moment of my time, and then she can cross me off the list to make sure, you know, so that way somebody else doesn't have to come back and recheck everything, and all this other fucking bullshit. But she's also talking super fucking fast, which right away made me go like, red light. But then she was saying, you know, you should have this like little symbol on your bill, and that means that you've already been converted to a different, whatever the fuck she said, something about a different type of gas or whatever the fuck, right? And I'm like, all right, well, you know what, I'll fucking take a look, right? So I went ahead and looked at my bill, right? Because I do know there are special icons on everybody's bill. And so my particular gas company and my electric company, they do actually put symbols on there that indicate, like, for example, before I got converted to the new gas readers, I didn't have the little, like, it's a little plant symbol that signifies that I have converted to the new, more accurate gas reader. So that way, you know, they don't even have to come to my house anymore. It's more of a reminder for me that they don't have to come to my house and physically read the meter, because it's all electronic and all that stuff. Like, it's digital and all that shit, and basically, right? So, and then they have different symbols for different things. Like, if there's so for example, with my water company, if we're expecting dirty water, or if there's some sort of contaminant in the water, not only do they have to send us a letter, but the whole time that this, quote, contaminant is in there, there's a different symbol for each one. And so when you get the water bill, you could see, like, okay, there, we still have, you know, whatever contaminant in the water, right? Okay. So when she started talking about the symbols, I was like, oh shit, maybe this is fucking real then. Like, maybe she really is. But I'm still kind of skeptical, right? So what you're saying is, what if I came to your house to raise money for the band program? My husband does everyone. You'd tell me no and say no thanks. Yeah, I wouldn't open the door. I do not open the door for anybody unless I know somebody is coming to my house. I do not open the door at all. At all. But anywho, so I actually showed her my bill, whatever. But then the thing that got me was she asked to see my electric bill. I'm like, wait a minute, you're talking about gas, and now all of a sudden you want to see my electric bill? No. Why do you need to see my electric bill? That's where she fucked up in her pitch. So I looked at her, she has a badge on, right? And there's a website under her badge, like under her name. And there's a company name there. I'm not going to say what company it is because I'm not going to blast them like that. But, so I told her, I'm like, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and pull up my electric bill. Of course I didn't pull up my fucking electric bill. I typed in the website that was listed on her fucking badge. So I pulled it up, and she's still yakking on about something. But at this point, I already know, like, some ain't right? So I'm not even paying her any mind at this point. I'm just, like, flipping through the webpage that's listed on her fucking company badge. And I'm flipping through, and I'm like, I see. Sales for renewable energy. Got it. Okay. I had specifically asked her, like, 6 fucking times, are you selling something? Are you selling something? Are you selling something? At the end of this conversation, will there be a sales pitch? And she said no, every single time. Liar. Anyway. So she's talking, and I'm sorry, I totally Karen for a second, but I put my hand up and I was like, I'm going to stop you right there. And she's like, I'm like, so your company website here says that you sell renewable energy. So are you here to sell me, quote, renewable energy? And she starts stammering. And she's like, well, no, you know, like, I don't know what website you're looking at. I'm like, the website that's on your badge, like literally under your name, that website. That's the website that I went to. And she's like, oh, well, I don't represent that company. I represent this company. So, like, the company that was on her badge was, I'm just going to make names up. So it was like IQ was on the badge. She's like, I represent IR. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, so what's your company's website? So she gave me, it's the same website, except at the end of the .com, she put a slash and then some other shit, right? And it took me to a completely different looking website, but it was like a page built off of the original website. Totally different icons and stuff like that. I'm like, this icon doesn't match yours. Like, it doesn't match your company thing. It's not the point. That's not the point. The point is not about whether it's renewable energy or not. That is not the point. I'm getting to the point. I'm like, so do you represent, like, do you work for for my electric company or my gas company. And she was like, well, she didn't say no. She didn't say no. She didn't say yes. But she pulled up this page and she's like, okay, this is your electric company, is it not? I'm like, well, I mean, I fucking told you what my electric company is. So, I mean, obviously it is. And she pulls up this list of like partners or something like that. Like not partners, but like you could tell it was a list of verified sales, you know, whatever, right? But not associated with the company. Like not at all. And I was like, okay. So like, and it was a different company name. So it was like, instead of IQ or IR, it was like ISTUV. I'm like, okay, there's way too many things that just aren't matching up with anything of what you're saying, number one. You've given me 3 different company names. One is on your fucking badge. One you told me is the one that you actually represent, which is built off of your original company's website that is listed on your badge. And now you're pulling out a sheet of paper with a 3rd company name. Like, I'm super sketched out and I'm really sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and end this conversation here. And I'm just going to go ahead and go back inside. And she literally looked at me and she goes, okay. And walked away. So I don't think she was representing any of the companies that she was claiming she was representing today. I think she was full on 100% a scam of some sort, because like, come on, 3 different company names you threw out at me. Granted, they were fucking close. The names were really fucking close. Really close. But come on. And then you allegedly, and her wording, the way she was wording everything, she made it sound like she was representing my gas company. And then she started, here's where she fucked up. If she wouldn't have asked me for the electric bill, I probably would have heard her out. She was trying to get into my house, Buck. And I would not let her in my house. She did ask several times if we could sit, because they're like, where my front door is, there's right behind, that's where the dining room is. And there's a table right there, like my dining room table that seats 8 is like literally right there. And she did keep saying, you know, like, if you'd like, we could go ahead and sit down and have a conversation. And I was, no. Because now that I got you in the house, now you're going to ask to go look at my furnace and stuff like that. And it's a very common tactic for people that are casing your house, that they'll do shit like that. So, anyway. The little hairs on the back of Fire's neck were firing, and but again, if she wouldn't have asked me to check my electric bill when this whole time her pitch was like about gas stuff, she probably would have gotten access to my home. I probably would have let her in and sat her down for a minute just to finish talking. I wouldn't have let her leave the room, but I probably would have had her sit down with me to kind of explain more what she was talking about. So, but I didn't. She fucked up. And I even told her that too. Like, as she was leaving, I was like, listen, I'm going to tell you this. If you are in sales, I know you're not going to admit it because I've already asked you several times and you said no. But if you are in sales, you're fucking good. Like, you are real good. But, like, if you're not in sales, like, man, like, why'd you ask me for my electric bill? But yeah. Yep. So that's that. So that was fun times. So I think I'm gonna start. I've been reading on Reddit, like, a lot of people during the pandemic that haven't been working but were still able, like, to make ends meet one way or the other, either through unemployment or other stuff. Don't give them advice. Listen, she didn't hear a word I said. Once I said no, she was already dialing and calling someone on the phone. She didn't pay me no mind. So, she knew that I was lost. So, but that's the thing. I never show any of those people my electric bill or my gas bill. And she did get my gas bill. Like, she did get to see it. But she only got to see the usage portion. She didn't get to see the part where it had, like, my name and stuff like that. And she did get a phone number out of me, but Fire, being Fire, gave her a old phone number of mine that was disconnected probably about 9 years ago now. But it was a phone number that I had for like 20 years. So maybe 20 years. I don't remember how long I had that one, but like out of reaction, like that's the phone number that I always give out when I'm giving out phone numbers, because I had it for so fucking long. And I had it back before we had to actually, like, when we had to actually remember phone numbers. So I practiced remembering it. That's still traceable, you know? No, it's not. It wasn't in my name. It was not in my name. Plus, she's not going to find my new phone number. It would be hard to find, but you can find it. I mean, listen, if they call me on my actual phone number, like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't get butthurt with phone calls. I just hang up. Or I don't answer it. And I'm going to be honest, I usually don't fucking answer my phone. The only people I answer my phone for are my dad, my child, my family from overseas, which if they're calling me, it pops up a specific way. And, like my bank, because I have my bank obviously saved, mortgage company, gas company, electric company. That's it. And some doctors here and there or whatever. Anybody else? Nope. I don't answer it. Don't answer it. And I don't really get that many phone calls to begin with, because people know I'm a texter and not a phone call person. I don't particularly care for being on the phone very, very long. I get very, like, antsy on the phone, and I will, like, pace on the phone because I don't like being on the phone, probably because of my job, because I'm on the phone all day, every day when I'm working. And so for me, like, the phone is like a massive, the cat. It's a very big, like, turn off for me. I don't like being on the phone. So any conversations that I have with, like, friends, compadres, and so on, it's usually short and sweet and to the point. So, otherwise, you know, texts. But, yeah, if they call me, they're just gonna get a big old shot over to my, voicemail. So, and companies like that or people like that, they don't leave voicemails. But yeah, so that was super fun. Super, super fun. The only reason I'm even mad is because she wasted like 20 minutes of my time. And I'm mad because it took me 20 minutes to figure out that it was not what she was saying it was. So, and that's the other thing. Like, if she was legitimately selling renewable energy, I feel like, first, if I asked you if you're selling it, you would have told me that you're selling. Like, that's the right thing to do, like, for a sales pitch. You know what I mean? Like, I worked in sales before. I didn't like it, but if anybody ever asked me if I was in sales, I had to say, yes, this is a sales call. Yes, this is a sales pitch, or whatever they asked. I was, like, legally obligated to say that. And she said no several times. And then the company that she was quote unquote representing, it clearly says on their website that they sell renewable energy. So she should have said, if she worked for them, she would know that she would have had to say that. You know what I mean? Like, you have to disclose that stuff. So, but whatever. It be what it be. Fire's safe. Fire did not get scammed. Fire gave out an old phone number, and if they happen to call my new phone number, well, it's not really new, but, you know, my correct phone number, well, then just not gonna fucking answer. Simple as that. Okay, so last time we left off, we were doing the patch stuff in Final Fantasy. We accidentally fucked some stuff up for Varshan, and like, we destroyed his guards and stuff like that were protecting a was it a fissure or something like that, portal to the void or something like that. We heard all about his air quotes sister, Ajdaya, I believe her name was, and about how she like sacrificed herself and went through the portal, a portal that was like ginormous, and saved people. And he was trying to find her and was not able to do so. And he's protecting that portal thing that we found. So we're picking up right after that. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which groups would benefit most from monetary assistance. That's right. There was a gigantic treasure in that vault, I guess, is for lack of a better word. And we talked Varshan into spending it on his people. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the Satrap directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead. Fire, you are to visit Akiali and Yedlehmad. Jesus fucking Christ with the names. Speak with Matsia and his people and listen to their grievances. Estinian, I bid you do the same at Palaka Stand. I'll be conducting my own inquiries at the Giant Skull grounds. Once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Meghaduta. See, I like that. Investing in his people. Off to see Matsia. So y'all, I told y'all about my almost scam or whatever, my almost sale, whatever you want to call it. Anybody have any stories that are like kind of along those lines where they almost got duped into something stupid? I would love to hear about it. I would also love to hear how you figured out that it was a scam. Oh, Fire, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat then? Yep, we're all done, thanks. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Kalzal's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best we can. Okay. I'm just gonna pour it over there because that's just easier. The Junkmonger. Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thavnair, then you must try my special Amra Lassi. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. Isn't this the dude that Estinian got ripped off at? What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally, I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil, but for you, I'm willing to go as low as even 10,000. You'd be practically stealing from me. Stealing at that price? You're the only thief around here. Still not turning a profit these days? I am not Estinian. I am not Estinian. Estinian? Who is Gah! You're the one who was with that spear-toting fellow. Well, you can hardly blame a man for trying. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. Times be tough. Times be tough. In Eorzea and the real world. Sigh. How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. But no small number of merchants have had to sell... Oh, I just said that. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kalzal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. I've spoken with the key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace's hardships. Varshan awaits your report at Meghaducha. Oh shit, that's in the city. That's sad. Meghaducha. It's interesting to see like the aftermath, because like, so when we dealt with like the aftermath for whatchamacallit, it was very positive, like Rauger's Reach and all that stuff. It was very positive and very like, we're rebuilding, we're happy. A wild Growlith appears in the chat if anybody wants to catch it. There really wasn't that much talk of like the, like, you know what I mean? Like the bad things that happen after something like that, where they're kind of showing us that right now. My advisor's return. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least. And there are few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palaka's stand were unanimous in their reply. They're surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they preserved with some assistance from Yedlimad. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palaka's stand has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant's gall to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnair has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akiali and Yedlimad? Well, not a lot of fish coming in. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yedlimad. I'm reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beasts sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale, repeated over and over. So many lives lost. That's sad. Oh, God. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome. But we will not. Fire, Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you've brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. Oh, there he is. The big boy.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadar's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need.
Well, that future day is here, sir.
And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul.
Oh, that's right. Oh, God. I keep forgetting, like, how many people we lost over time.
Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more.
Yes.
None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
I like their outfits, the two in the left.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. The simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society.
I am very curious how he's going to solve that problem.
Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
You're asking me, sir? Vitra is so awesome. He is. I don't have an answer. Taxes, levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. It takes a village. Oh, son of a bitch. It takes a village. The other answer to tax people that are struggling is not the answer either.
Of course, we must all look out for one another. Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadar's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage.
Is that not a tax?
Such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
What you gonna name it? Oh god, don't look at me! I suck at naming shit! Something with Kalzal seems appropriate. Why not honor one of your most successful merchants? Nah. Kalzal.
A fitting candidate. Kalzal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores.
Calzone! Yeah, we don't want to remember him as that
Do any
nightmare.
among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
Don't you dare.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well.
Right?
Isn't that right, men?
Ooh, look at that dancer.
This bodes well for that boy. Murad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
This is so fucking sad.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor.
That's so good. I'm so glad that they're gonna go take care of the kid, like that they're making a plan, like to take care of all the children that have been orphaned.
Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Yes. Let's make it happen.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
That's so cool. Let's take the money. Give me that dough. Veteran Radiant. They want to share their gratitude. Thank you for putting forth Kalzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You'll forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. She asks that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Y'shtola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? Let's go! I will go with you. I'm sure he's probably curious as fuck too. I thought the Satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Ahewan assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I'm curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. I hope we can find Ajdaya. When you get there, speak to Estinian and then Varshan. Like, just in normal conversation? Like, they're not gonna have, like, questies or anything? As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Ooh, I'm curious. I'm curious. Yeah, okay. Ooh, some extra story stuff. Where is she at? She is over there, so we're just gonna cheat. We lazy. They're standing around with the quest marker. Okay. You said who? To speak with Estinian and then Barshan. Wait, not here. Okay, maybe another quest. When you get back to the vault. Okay. So I'm going back to the vault.
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
Uh-huh. We knew that, right?
We know this, so why have you sent for it? You learned aught of value or not?
Yes, Estinian, right to the point. Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Girl.
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
Uh-huh.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Girl, just get to the point. A wild Phoebus in the
You
chat.
touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. I did touch something.
The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness.
That's right. I remember that. That was
In that
weird.
place, the laws of nature hold no sway. Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first.
That's, yeah. Safely, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many voids sent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
Exactly.
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
I'm like on the edge of my seat. I want an answer. I'm literally on the edge of my seat, like half a cheek in the seat.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Those are creepy. Look at the fucking wings, man. Look at the swords. So how did they do it?
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm following, picking up what you're putting down. But did they do that on their own? Like, they couldn't have done that on
And just as
their
our
own.
bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
So they
Once
took
at
the
its
soul,
destination,
okay.
The summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
I wonder if the gargoyle wakes up like, the fuck? The fuck am I?
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
So somebody's calling them over here to us? Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
What danger, though? Besides...
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages.
I love how were you not listening to my tale?
Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Oh, it's fine. It's totally fine. I got this.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death.
Oh, great. Is it me and a party of 3 adventurers? Or me and a party of 7?
One who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness. Well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Count me in. So much for taking it easy. Count me in, B. Count me in. Ishtola, I will follow you to the ends of
I had a feeling you might
everything.
say that. Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
Is she being coy? She's being coy right now, isn't she?
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure.
My goodness, hurry up and tell me.
A thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
Wait, so the first void scent came over, and then they essentially made a copy of that void scent, and that's what they used in some way to make the gate bigger?
A man-made void scent.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
Wait, why are you just now telling us that this stuff was submitted to Charlene's committee? That means there's documents somewhere.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive
Fucking
somewhere.
goddammit.
Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
With the restricted section of Nomenon, with Graha's favorite place to sneak around, with what? Let's say Graha's favorite place to sneak around. I like the answers and options seem to be much more playful in this
Indeed.
patch.
Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy. In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Yes, girl, let's go. Estinian's fucking humongous.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves, I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Aw, look at him looking out for that little sprout. I love how
Let us be
Estinian
on our way as well.
is like a softie for children, especially like a abandoned children or children in need. He's like a massive softie for them.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
That's a decision you're gonna have to make, Vitra. AKA Varshan, AKA Vitra. To Charlene. You Stolager? If we're to enter Nomenon's restricted archives with a minimum of fuss, then we must secure the permission of the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? Son of a bitch. No one springs to mind? What of Scholar Montechain? He did come to Graha's defense during the inquiry after all. 'Tis settled. Let us head to Phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. That was that old dude, right? Keep her at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave her behind by entering a different area or by speaking with her and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Y'shtola accompany you, return and speak with her at the original location. Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go. So I have to actually hoof it, right? Like I can't do any portals or anything like, or not portals, the ether current shit. Last time I think I did it, oh god, it's been a minute since I used any of it, but last time I think it was, they wouldn't follow you when you use the etherite. But I do not recall. I'm not gonna chance it. Oh, look at that. It shows you on the map. Like, I guess I'm supposed to speak to her here, maybe? I never fucking noticed that before. I guess I'm about to find out. Yep, it's one of those circles. Okay. Yo, the chick singing this music, she has a set of lungs on her. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studio. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louisoix took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon, the little Kit Kat. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Tea at the last stand after a day of lectures? Should I wonder as well? Yeah, should I wonder as well? A wild cradilly in the chat, if anybody wants to catch it. Oh, never mind me. 'Twas just an idle thought. Let's go. We got shit to do, Yustola. We don't have time to be reminiscing about things that we can't change. Oh, this is the dude I thought it was. Yes! I could tell by his side profile. I loved him. Ah, visitors! And quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, scholar, but we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Nomenon's restricted archives. Oh, no furtive forays into the stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety, yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? We're looking for forbidden wisdom, sir. What else? Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Daimir has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. Don't tell him. God damn it, girl. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate, a void gate or two, if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Haha, marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whys and wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request for the forum's consideration. Although, your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Who do you suggest? Please don't suggest... Oh, God. Why, Master Forsenal? Of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Forsenal on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We will pay a visit to the Levilure estate and plead our case. Oh God, I hope we get to see Alice and Alphino. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. So if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Mr. I can't hug my children, right? Of course, Scholark. We will be sure to pass on any revelations. I just want to see Alice and Alphino. I just want to see them. I want to see them. I haven't seen them in, like, I don't know, a long time. You know where the twins went at the end of 6.0, right? No. Didn't they go to their... No, I don't remember. Shit, I don't fucking remember. I don't remember shit about fuck. Oh, they have their own little... They're so rich they have one named after them. To rebuild. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure it's gonna refresh me here in a second. I can't say it's spoiler and Jibs is here. I'm sure it's gonna refresh me. Ah, Mistress Fire. Mistress Y'shtola, how may I be of service? We've come to speak with Master Forsenal. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. The snowy area. Well, well. Amelians would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss. With Julius. Oh, okay, yep, I know. Oh, did they really go there? Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Don't you dare say no, sir. You better give us an update on Alphino and Alice. I know they're writing. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. He expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. I feel like he's saying that kind of like that too, right? Like, of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? Oh, listen to that fucking flute in this song. For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. She does have a sweet outfit. Every time I see her back, like the way that the straps are, so y'all know I'm designing like my own avatar, right? Like I bought one, but I'm also working on my own. I really like the strap work on the back of her dress that she's wearing. And that actually reminds me, somebody remind me the next time we see Y'shtola's back that I get a screenshot of it, because I don't want to do it exactly that way, but I do like the way that it is. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Yes, Y'shtola, fucking twist that knife in deep. Get him. Get him, girl, get him. Sway him. She got him. I think. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldesian Annex. Wow, he's actually going to help us? Like, damn. Damn. Okay. Accompany Y'shtola to the Baldesian Annex. And speak with her. Let's go, girl. And then I think down this way. I love how she blindly follows, jumping off edges just like me. I had to endure part without fleet-footed. It was painful. I mean, you could have switched to a class, couldn't you? That had fleet-footed? And then just switch back? Ooh, he's got a questy poo for me. Alright, speak with you. Oh, I gotta speak with her over there. Nothing, sorry girl. Come right here. Right here is where we need to chat. Fleet-footed was the company action. Oh, I thought you were talking. Oh shit, Peloton. You're talking about the guild buff or free company buff. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlene and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms I might add, of the incredible debt we owe you, to you and your companions. So did they say yes or no? That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. That's what I thought. That's wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. Not even gonna give us an update on Alice and Alphino. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising? Aye. But that very stoicism is exactly what Charlene needed to guide, if through not one, but two exoduses. Sure is hard to pay off saviors of the planet. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding House Dymir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. She gonna open up shit that she's got no business opening up, isn't she? You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume? You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Shall we? Y'shtola, can we sprint? Can we pick up the pace? Oh, yes, girl. Wow, there's all kinds of new questy poos. Oh, the Wandering Minstrel. Oh, God, the Wandering Minstrel. Oh, God. I wonder what shenanigans he has for me now. Can't wait. To think that, oh shit, if I had known of Alzadal III's exploits sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom, a lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Is that it? That's all you got? Okay, cool. A wild hoppip appears in the chat for anybody that wants to catch it. Archon Y'shtola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Yes, please. Follow me if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Oh my god, look at her. Look at her. She's like a kid in a candy store.
If House Damir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
I wonder if they have any sort of like organization, like any method to the madness, or is it literally like just start on a shelf and dig? It seems like that's what it's gonna be, right? Oh god, oh god. Untitled journal. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling, like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential. Insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. Does not seem to be the volume you're seeking. It does not. How many more do we have? I see 1, 2. Is there any more up above? Ah, son of a bitch. Let's see. In the year of 1564 of the Sixth Astral Era, the Amalja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of fire-aspected magics. Uh-huh. If we consider that primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting diform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What, then, might emerge from the ether should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence, some other embodiment of divine sagacity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age? Yet with no means to verify its pronouncements, how could one be certain they were true? Jesus. That dude, or dudette, definitely had their coffee the day they wrote that entry. Good God. Good God. Ooh, Epiphanies of House Daimir. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures, as devised by Nuhasan, the 9th Patriarch of House Daimir. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlaine's Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. I appear to have located the forbidden volume I seek. Y'shtola will need to make the final confirmation. Hey girl, hey! I think I found it. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by its contents. Of course you were, girl. I knew I was going to be the one searching the archives, not you. Well done, Fire. I think you may have found our prize. Oh, look at it. It's got like a... Is that like a...
Yes. The ether
peacock?
signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Daimir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Yes, girl. Flip that bitch open. Well, quit staring at it. Open it, goddammit. Like, look at that Y'shtola time. Hey, I recognize
Among the ranks
that.
of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From
Oh, son of a bitch.
surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
It's in that one,
Upon
Alliance
further
raid.
analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Void Sent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
sure. Yep, yep.
And still, House Daimir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Are they gonna let us, like, take it out?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. But that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Better not. That's right, girl. Do the right thing. Let's be on our way. Do I still have a lot to go in terms of story? As much as I would love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hannish alchemist who could be delighted to involve herself in our House Daimir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone can help us, Nidhana can. I say we return to Thavnair and look for her at the great work. Let's do it. To Thavnair. I remember her. Y'shtola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study, and that you want me to be a part of it. I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Daimir. I never even knew such a work existed. Few should. It was sequestered in Nominon's restricted archives after all. It was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it. I felt like that's what she was going to say. Something along those lines. To think the Daimir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Daimir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlayan trembling in their sandals? No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big-mouthed simulacrum once we've built it? So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. We're just going around spouting secrets, aren't we? If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we've finished gathering the components I require. Charlayan's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need to go no further than the font of Maya? The ascetics of old once favored the place with for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you should be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon. Inspect the dense pocket of water. Where is it? It looks like it's closer if I go there. Excuse me one moment. I don't know if I have the thing here for him. I guess I do if it's marked like that. Ooh, I need another one. I wonder how long ago I got this freaking thing for it to count for me. I got 4 sacks of nuts. Oh, shit. Done skis? You guys even go do what you were supposed to do? It doesn't look like you guys moved from this spot. A wild Goldine in the chat if you guys want to catch it. Do you have that flask for me? Of course I do, girl. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Fire. Ooh, these all suck. Let's take that one. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. Will we have need of Matsuya's boat again? Not this time. Once Y'shtola informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready for Akiali. Wait, at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever a gracious host. Shall we? Where are we going? I think this is closer. Now, is this gonna be like another, like, dungeon? Look at them on the new mount. Jealous. The ship is yours to command. Our thanks. We set sail at once. Oh, this is so exciting. Alzadal's legacy, to see the truth of a legend with my own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My
He's like,
apologies.
yeah. Yeah.
The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Rogers. Did he just say he didn't want stupid people to know about it? Is that what he just said?
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify.
Verify.
The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
Did you check your notif though? No.
This is an experiment of sorts.
I was in a cutscene.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Might as well go myself. Say nothing and look meaningfully at Estinian. Maybe send a familiar? I'm gonna say nothing and look meaningfully at Estinian.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Surely you'd not expect me to wriggle through that tiny portal.
Shit.
We needn't attempt anything so drastic. A small familiar should serve well enough. Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow.
So we're gonna send an imp?
Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
Is she sending Porksy? She's sending Porksy.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Water, frost and foam!
What the fuck?
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Right? She's acting weird.
Oh, come now, that was adorable.
What the fuck are these, Nixie? She seems disappointed. Did she fuck up? I think she did.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate. I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve us well. This one will bear a warding scale.
Y'shtola's embarrassed. Yes, she is.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
Is he taken aback by her cute little thing?
Be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Look at my character's face. My character's like, what in the holy fucking handbasket is happening? I always am. Froth and foam!
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
No, thank you. No, thank you!
Let us begin, shall we?
Do I still have a lot to go to finish?
Into the void.
I wonder how long they're gonna be in there for. A decent enough bit. Oh shit. So I'm not gonna be done in an hour, right? Not sure. Okay.
I think we've waited long enough.
It's been like a minute.
Nixies, return to my side.
Oh, the one does not look good. That one looks adorable. That one does not look good at all.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Can we do anything to fix it or save it? The fuck is that?
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Oh god.
They're coming through!
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Oh, thank God. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
Yeah, it was, girl.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, that poor
The
little guy.
unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
I wonder what it would look like as a void scent,
The
though.
one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Is her familiar gonna stay corrupted, though, like that, or?
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Does it?
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
Oh, damn. Okay. Shit.
We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
I'm so confused.
The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Okay.
But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness. And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Sure. A wild ninjask in the chat if anybody wants to catch it.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
We'll be fine.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could, if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
A bold request, girl.
Your Excellency?
I wonder if he's thinking about Ajdaya.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
Yes, please. What's on your mind, chum? Even Estinian noticed that there's something up with him. Once Nidhana succeeds in replicating the Mach Atomos, this door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I've no interest in visiting the Void myself. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. He's gonna go talk to Vitra. Or I should say, Valshan, or whatever his name is. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Ahem. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. So like right now, they have only, I guess, until it completely deteriorates. And I think that is the problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemists who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? Garland Ironworks? The Alligans? I'm not sure. Garland Ironworks. Let's go with that. Oh, an excellent suggestion. I thought she was going to say, no. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the Warden scale. Come, let us visit their operation in Rauger's Reach and commission their best and brightest. I love that it brought me here, like, immediately. Speak with the junior Ironworks engineer. Where are they? Over here. Okay. Fire! What brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually. Assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. He better have a free moment for us. The little Kit Kat. The closed captions, I said the little Kit Kat, and it wrote, I'm a little kitty cat. That's gonna be hilarious for somebody. A pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. Boy, do we. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon and that bloody mess. True. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation? It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds. Oh, in which case our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity, so as not to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, as you said. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. Sid, I believe in you. I believe you'll get it done. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nidhana is getting on with the mock Atomos. man. Up. Running the wrong way. Running the wrong way. Nidhana, how are you faring?
Ah, hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records.
Did you?
What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos.
Look at the backwards ways that everybody's figuring stuff out. I love it.
I then visited the
detectives, all of us.
to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
They sure are.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
He's like,
My sire
personally
entered his
attacked.
dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm.
Oh man.
It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am Satrap now.
So you could
The
still.
Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Yeah, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self. Hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people.
Are they here to give him an out so he could come with us?
Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
Oh my god, I love it.
We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Yes. Give him an out so he could go. Come on.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Tell him.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister.
Aww.
We are there for you if you need us.
I'm
But do
fucking
not
teared
ask
up.
us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
Yes, tell him. Come on. Come on. Look at how many people are coming to help. Come on. Dude. Dude, if you don't go, I'm gonna be mad.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy.
Ooh, Estinian bringing out the big guns, a brother and a sister.
And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Good job, Estinian, man. Man, he pulled a dick card, but a good card. To protect them well, you must take heart. Will you wallow in uncertainty forever? To protect them well, you must take heart.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
I mean, I wasn't going to be the one to say that, but...
If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan.
True. Let's go get your sister, boy. I should say, sir.
My
'Cause
people,
you're an ancient dragon.
I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the Satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
I'm so glad he's going. I mean, I knew he was gonna go, but like...
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
So, wait.
I would not dare make you cry.
Oh, that was so good. If something happens to Varshan, does it impact Vitra? I don't remember. You surprised me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach its conclusion. 'Twas for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the palace racked by some unnatural storm. What of your own answer, then? You seemed disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts. His endless rage, my rage. And the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatasker's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow you. Yes! An unusual crew we have here. Any other former scions we should call on? Just the four of us? With things as they are, I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. It will make for an interesting journey besides. Traveling in a smaller party for a change, crowds can be a bit draining, don't you think? Now on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. 'Twould be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Meghaduta. A definitely little Kit Kat. Meghaduta. Is this a trust? Or is there the opportunity to do a trust? Is this a dungeon? Basically, I'm trying to determine if this is a dungeon. It feels like a dungeon. And so we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduda in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Ajdaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I'll return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidhana. If you've preparations to make ere we return to the 13th, now is the time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope, I'm going. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Fire, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Oh God. Oh God. Oh boy. Let's take Heaven's Eye. I actually use Heaven's Eye. Meanwhile, in the 13th... Oh God, oh boy. Oh God. There's that thing. Oh man, look at his outfit! Or her outfit. I think it's a he. What the fuck? Why?
Unless I am returned. To be swallowed, bereft of senses.
Oh God. The hands really fucking creep me out for some reason. Let paths unwalked, adventures spur, pulses quicken, spirits stir. Wait. Is that it? What now? Oh, to be continued. Oh, okay. Man, I thought I had more to go. All right, let's go to Charlene because I know there's some stuff in there for me to, like, unlock. You finished the story for 6.1. Oh my god, what a fucking place for it to end! Alright, let's go start unlocking shit. So we've got some stuff over here. Well, that's fucking exciting. Oh my god. God, they left us at such a fucking cliffhanger though. Like, god damn. Alright, Wandering Minstrel, what you got for me? Greetings, my friend. If you have a tale to share, then this minstrel's all ears. Let's talk about Endsinger. A battle at the edge of existence, you say? Against a fearsome being known as the Endsinger. Goes without saying that I should like to hear about this. Pray, recount me the tale of your mission from beginning to end. Good gods. I had known about the chaos of the final days, but never could I have imagined the events which brought them about. I do wonder, though, where might this Ultima Thule be located? At the edge of the universe. Or world, or whatever. Lest you misunderstand, I speak not of its physical location. If we wished to know that, I dare say we could have the coordinates from the Loporrits. Nay, my friend, what I speak of, rather, is its essence. According to your description, 'tis a space where emotions dictate reality. It seems to me that, in such a place, it would be nigh impossible to draw a line between what is real and what is felt. In nature, there is a phenomenon wherein the structure of a massive object may resemble that of something diminutive. Might it not be possible, then, that the structure of this sea of stars resembles that of the heart and mind, of the complex mechanisms that govern our feelings? On the assumption that it is so, I am led to wonder, what was the true nature of the Endsinger? I like his glasses. What was it exactly that you defied at the edge of existence? These are just wild ramblings of a minstrel. Pray, do not lose sleep over it. Still, I must say that the idea of an entity that hoards despair has quite aroused my imagination. For instance, had the Endsinger succeeded in gathering but a few more stars' worth of despair, nay, perhaps even that of a few more souls, might the outcome have been different? Yes, I believe I shall explore such an eventuality in song. The light of hope kindled by your comrades is brilliant. Alas, so dark is the despair you face, not even that light can pierce it. An inexorable verse of oblivion, performed at the farthest reaches of existence. I shall name it, the Endsinger's aria. Endsinger's aria now available. What's that? What's that? Gemstone Trader. Ooh, I gotta go over to the Gemstone Trader. Mission in Mor Dhona. Welp? Welp what? Did you guys wipe? Buckeye said whelp in free company chat. Fire, welcome back. Are you perchance here to see Cryo? I'm given to understand that she has a task for which she desires your assistance. Oh, that's right. She does want something from me. I shall fetch her at once. Pray, wait a moment. Fire, my thanks for coming. If you're now available, I'd like you and Raha to assist me in the task I had mentioned. For you to call on fire, I assume the task in question is somewhat more exciting than sorting through paperwork, which I am pleased to add I have finished. So if fire's ready, then so am I. Our venture to the bounty has only served to whet my appetite for fieldwork. Not to oversell things, but I suspect you won't be disappointed. Ere I divulge the details, however, permit me to provide some background. As you know, our organization, the Students of Baldesion, was founded by my grandfather, Galuf. Our stated mission was to uncover the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpret her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. We've since learned the whole truth, and it might be said that we've fulfilled our mission, but our work is far from over. In the course of our endeavors, we've also sought to devise countermeasures against threats that come to light. Our involvement with the Warring Triad is an example of such. 'Tis my belief that, in continuing to seek out the unknown and dealing with threats, we best carry on the students' mission. We best honor those we lost when the Isle of Val was destroyed. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. In saying all this, I simply wanted to clarify our organization's purpose for a new age. In line with said purpose, I've been reviewing new requests, and one in particular jumped out at me. It comes from none other than Rambros of the Sons of Saint Koinak. Wait, I remember that dude! Truly, has something happened in Mor Dhona then? So it would seem, and he wishes to entrust the matter to us. While his missive is sparse on details, he writes that it lies beyond the Sun's expertise. A wild breloom has appeared in the chat. Uncharted territory are the exact words he used. I'd like you to meet with Rambros and conduct a preliminary survey. What say you? Let's go. Let's go. Wonderful. When you're ready, pray make your way to Revenant's Toll. I shall let Rambros know to receive you there. I must remain here to oversee our operations, but should it transpire that more hands are needed, don't hesitate to send word. Is this how I unlock the raids, or no? Well, there's no time like the present. If you would go on ahead to Revenant's Toll, I shall make ready and then be on my way. Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm excited. Zoom in just a little bit. Oh my goodness, knock it off. I keep checking my chat too. Wait. Am I blind? Oh, there's my destination. There you are, Fire. 'Twould seem we're early. 'Twould seem. My apologies for the wait. Rambros. Rambros, what a pleasure to see you again. How have you been? The pleasure is all mine, my friend. I've been well, and it gladdens me to see that you are too. Now, I know you have many demands upon your time, so I shall explain the particulars of our request at once. Recently, an explorer came to us who claimed to have discovered the Phantom Realm. What? The Phantom Realm? So this is what you meant by uncharted territory? You're not familiar? Perhaps unsurprising, given that it is a lesser-known legend. This legend holds that across Eorzea there exists a realm that appears as a mirage. Though visible from a distance, it fades away as one draws near. While it is featured in myth since ancient times, the realm's existence could not be proven, and thus it is seldom mentioned in literature. In spite of this, fueled by rumors and the occasional sighting, the myth has persisted and continues to capture the hearts and minds of explorers. That you yourself should reach out to us. Is it real then? When first the explorer in question approached us, we doubted him, but we couldn't doubt the evidence of our senses. Nay, the realm is real, as you will see soon for yourselves. Good gods, a part of me still struggles to believe it, but we have no reason to doubt you. Suffice it to say, we're eager to see the realm too. Whatever truth awaits, I pray you'll succeed in finding it. Seek out the explorer, one Derek. He has seen more of the realm than us and should be willing to serve as your guide. I asked him to accompany me here, but he preferred to continue exploring on his own. He'll be somewhere near the banks of Silvertear Lake, I expect. Understood. Our thanks, Rambros. What was the other thing that I unlocked? The something aria? Come, let us split up and look for our explorer. Of course, why not? We should always split up whenever we're planning to go somewhere together. We should split up first. That's a great fucking plan, as usual. Point of interest. Doesn't appear to be in the area. I see a quest marker over there. Not in this area. Is this something else? It couldn't possibly be the explorer, or could it? Oh, cutscene. Look at me eyeballing it. Just in case you were entertaining the thought fire, that Oppo isn't our explorer. I have the man in question here with me. Aww, that's so cute. I am Derek, the one who discovered the Phantom Realm. My apologies for making you search for me. Curious about this creature, are you? I found him injured during one of my journeys and tended to him. Since then, he has taken to following me around. He's inquisitive, but otherwise harmless, so pray, pay him no mind. It is adorbs. It's super adorbs. There's a real-life animal called an Aye. Looks just like it. You are the hero who delivered our star from doom, are you not? What good fortune that one as capable as you should lend their aid. Her aid. To be clear, our organization has yet to accept the commission. Before we can make the decision, we would conduct a preliminary survey. Will you guide us to the Phantom Realm? Of course, I'll show you to the entrance at once. The gate to a realm long dreamed of by explorers. What are you? He's walking on water. Impressive, isn't it? When the gate manifested, so did this magic, allowing one to thus walk upon water. That's pretty... okay. This is just like a Urianger spell. Someone conceived the means to do this at will. An intriguing individual. You have no idea, Derek. No idea. It's perfectly safe, I assure you. Come. What the fuck? We're like... Come on, Graha, you wuss, let's go. Oh, my tootsies are gonna get wet. Nothing pisses me off more than wet tootsies. By the 12, you truly can walk here. What magic is this? By what means is it perpetuated? Forgive me. Let us continue on. Oh, I saw the name for a second. Omphalos or something? I'm instanced in Omphalos. I haven't taken one fucking screenshot. This is the Phantom Realm. Look at that gate. Oh my god. It's so pretty. I wonder how it's going to look when the graphical update hits. To think that the entrance would lie over Silver Tear Lake. There is nothing out of the ordinary with the environment. The sights, the sounds, the smells, all appear as they should be in nature. That is to say, this place is no illusion. Is that an aetheryte? Behind him, is that an aetheryte? I bid you welcome to the navel of the Phantom Realm, the Omphalos. Is it? Oh, it's not. I tried to mouse over, it didn't do nothing. Damn. The Omphalos, you say this place is called. A name of mine own conception, I confess. I felt we needed something to call it by. Lest you wonder, the word means navel in an ancient tongue, an allusion to Mor Dhona's location in the heart of Aldenard. As you can see, there are man-made structures, and the place appears well kept, yet there isn't a single soul in evidence. Tis my hope that you will help me to shed light upon this realm, to learn who created it and to what end. I should also like to know why it has revealed itself now. Was it simply chance that kept it hidden, or something more? In any case, let us begin by taking a look around. Are we getting a tour? Okay, I see like a red gem, a blue gem. Okay, okay. Can I fly here? I cannot mount up here, okay. Mysterious monument that looks kind of like an aetheryte that I am now interacting with. A stone monument has been erected here. By whose hand? You cannot say, but the motifs wrought into its base appear familiar. Wait, these are the symbols of the... Hold on. Nope, not this one. Blue. It's the symbols of the deities that we choose at the beginning of the game when we create our character. This one's Menfina, the one that I chose right here. So these are all the oh, okay, 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 okay. Are we fighting the gods? In the distance, you see what appears to be the Crystal Tower. Though the clouds make it difficult to be sure, it would seem that you are in the sky above Silvertear Lake. Oh my god, there it is! Yeah! No such isle could be seen from the outside, however. Okay. Okay. We're fighting the fucking gods. That's what it is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Excuse me, my gosh. A number of structures such as this can be seen in the area. What purpose could they possibly serve? The architecture is unlike anything seen in Eorzea. Truly exquisite stuff. Am I like very fucking wrong? Wait, I want to see Nefinia's. So this, nope, that's not it. I have no idea. Oh, mark my words. Wait, where's... I don't see them all. Like, the green one, okay. So there's only 6 of them. But there's way more gems on that thing. There's like 12? Is it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mighty coincidental. Finished looking around, have you? What are your impressions? That we're fighting the fucking gods? We have had only a cursory glance, but this is truly a mysterious place. So when we were picking our thing in the beginning of the game, we were picking one of the 12. The gleaming spire rising beyond the clouds, that is most certainly the Crystal Tower. And judging by its aspect, we are a considerable distance above Silvertear Lake, which would suggest the gate we entered is a teleporter. However, if this isle lies where it appears to lie, then it couldn't have escaped the Battle of Silvertear Skies unscathed. Which is to say, we are in Mor Dhona, and yet we are not. 'Tis as if we were displaced from our world, if only slightly. Displaced is an apt way to put it. Was there aught else you noticed? That the fucking 12's symbols were everywhere? Obviously. Aye, the motifs upon yonder structure. They are unmistakably the marks of the 12. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you. God, I was going fucking batshit crazy. But wait, they're also the icons of the shit that we picked at the beginning of the game when we created our fucking characters. This game came out how many years ago? 10 years ago? Is it 10 years? By which I posit that this was created to be a place of worship. I need an answer. But by whom? I cannot think of any who could have possibly built such a grand premises. No, I don't want to count 1.0. It's 10 years since this version of the game came out, yeah? And that's when we were able to pick our, fucking deity when we were creating characters, right? Because you couldn't do that in 1.0, could you? Damn, these fucks. But by whom? I cannot think of any who could have possibly built such grand premises. Never mind magically conceal it. At least not in the wake of the Battle of Silver Tier Skies. Aye, this is a mysterious place indeed. Holy fucking shit. Oh god, there's more. Well, it seems there is but one solution for our ignorance: a thorough investigation. For this, we will require more manpower and supplies, among other things. With your permission, we will confer with our representative, Kryl, and make the necessary arrangements for a formal investigation. If that is what must be done to commence your work in earnest, then by all means. Without further ado, then let us return to Charlene. Oh god, hold mortals. Oh god. You profane this sacred realm with your very presence, and must answer for your irreverence. Oh, his legs are fucking beefy. I am Biragot, the Builder. Biragot? Then the 12 are real? Let there be no doubt, we are not simulacra born of mortal faith. Nay, we 12 are divinities true. And in Heidelin's absence, we are the star's rightful rulers, its will. closely have we watched mankind. And we have determined that you, champion of Hydaelyn, pose a threat to our ascension. What? How? You were foolish to wander into our realm. We could destroy you with ease here and now, but as divinities, we must demonstrate grace and forbearance. There is but one path. We must weigh this mortal's worth. Hear, hear. Let there be a trial! While the mortal world invariably be destroyed, it would at least provide us with a diversion. What? You suddenly appear and expect us to simply comply with your whims? Protest if you wish. What mortal logic means not to gods? Oh, but mortal logic means not to gods. You will abide by our rules. Lo, the gateway to our sanctums lies open. Show us the strength of mankind. Show us the honor of mankind. Show us the spirit of mankind. If man would remain the master of his own destiny, then assemble your comrades and come. Come and prove your worthiness. And god times. Yeah, you're unlocking it. Holy fuck, do I have questions? 7 hells. During my previous forays, nothing like this ever happened. I encountered not a single soul, and certainly not gods. And by their own admission, they mean to take over the star. What are we to do? The situation has indeed taken an unexpected turn, but we must try to think clearly. The 12 have long been revered and worshipped in Eorzea, and myths about them abound. But to my knowledge, they have never thus appeared so openly before people. How am I a threat to them? Explain that to me. For these beings to suddenly reveal themselves just when we're here, claim supremacy over the star, and challenge fire to a trial. Too much about this feels odd, and it gives me pause. Fair enough. Yet as it stands, it seems we can't dismiss the threat either. They're issuing a challenge. The challenge accepted. Gaius van Balsar once said that the 12-2 were simply primals. This is turning out to be another strange affair. He did say that they were primals, didn't he? It's a strange affair. Well, if 'twas an adventure we sought, I dare say we found it. In any event, if these beings seek dominion over the star as they say, what happens here may have far-reaching implications. To that end, I believe we should take action. Suffice it to say, you are with me? Fuck yes! Then the students of Baldesion will officially tend to the situation. In the course of studying the star's mysteries, we have undertaken to deal with any threats that may arise. This is no different. So, okay. So back in when they created this version of the game, not 1.0, this one, where we were picking our deities, did they already have this, like, kind of, do you know what I'm saying? Like, was this already thought out 10 years ago? Like, maybe not every single fucking detail, but was there like a fucking, you know, like roadmap to this being it eventually? Cause fucking goddamn. Fucking goddamn. My brain is just fucking exploding right now. Alright, that's it for me for tonight. I'm loading up a raid. We're gonna go ahead and raid Zave 325. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Holy shit, do I have a lot to think about and mull over in my fucking noggin. Jesus ball sacks. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep going. Shit. That's fucking bananas. But yeah, we'll continue or do the raids the next time I play Final Fantasy on Tuesday on reset day. So, cuz I want to try them once by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm going to hit the button now so I can go ahead and finish out this little piece here real quick and unlock the raids. And then, yeah, I hope you guys have a rest of your fucking day. Have a happy fucking rest of your night. And I hope tomorrow is a wonderful day for you all. Thanks so much. Bye.